Evening, everybody. You're very welcome, cordially invited, and welcome to be at our Vincent's Kitchen Quiz, or Quizzy Quiz for Quizzers quiz. Let's just get all set up. Welcome to all of you on Facebook Live. You're very welcome, particularly if you're newcomers. YouTube, you're welcome. And evening, Vanessa, Jimmy, Martin, Phoebe, Pete, Deborah, Comfortably Dumb, Barking Mad, Mac Jacks on our website, which is, they are the best seats in the house. Best seats in the house, particularly on a Saturday evening. So this evening, you are very welcome to our Quizzy Quiz for Quizzers quiz, 10 months on. Yeah, all a bit weird and strange. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for all your messages of encouragement. And most importantly of all, we've been raising money for Northern Ireland Hospice and St Vincent de Paul since mid-December. And we are almost at $2,000. Hey, Bernie on YouTube. Almost at $2,000. Incredible. And roughly the split is a third. A third to St Vincent de Paul. Will be making handovers checks this week, and a third to Northern Ireland Hospice, and a third to our community, our little own platform here where we can keep developing the experience. And it's great that we've got our own community. Hi Isabel in San Diego. Hey Sam, Sandbaggers. Hey Karina, you're all very, very welcome. So what have I got in store for you this evening? But before I do that, a couple of quick announcements. Hey Bobby McLaughlin in hospital. We're thinking about you, Bobby, our own community. We're in ICU according to your son, so we're thinking about you. And a big positive birthday shout out to Elaine McKenzie. Elaine McKenzie, happy birthday. Did you get your Indian, Elaine? Did they look after you? Did they treat you well? Did you get what you wanted? A big happy birthday to Elaine, who's been tuning in since the very beginning. Lots of love from the McKeowns and Kells. Rachel, Alex, they send their love. And of course, Pete. Of course. So, there you go. We've got our own channel where you can do birthday shout-outs. Friday night is Quizzy Quiz for Quizzers quiz, which is, by its very title, is Quizzy. So this evening we've got 4 rounds, formats the same. 3 famous ologies, 3 famous influential places, 3 famous bills, 3 famous French names for countries. Yeah, French names for countries. We have a full course, as we always do every Friday, of connections. Full course. Round 2 of connections. Then we've got some images which contain some flags, some car logos, some cartoons, some American political characters. And then we'll finish with 3 famous Roman Empire peoples, 3 famous fourths, 3 famous 70s events, and we will finish with 3 famous L's. How many points have we got in store for you this evening? Well, I've been a little bit sneaky because the L's, I'm not going to tell you how many points are available, but excluding the L's, you've got 47 points. So 12 points in the first round. Sorry, there's 13 points because we've got a bonus bill. 12 points for the connections, 13 points for the images, and X number of points for your final round. Tomorrow evening, a bit of a promo. We do our party quiz, which is a bit more entertainment-y. Still quizzy mind, but a bit more entertainment-y. And we'll have a quick break after tomorrow night's quiz where you all can get comfortable through our website for our fastest finger name that tune. Tomorrow evening, I'm just going to do that on the website, so that will encourage you to get onto the website, because Facebook and YouTube don't like me playing tunes. So we'll have a brief interlude where you can have a revision break, pee break, drinks break tomorrow evening. And then on Sunday we're doing our first ever bespoke football quiz, ahead of Man United Liverpool at 3 p.m. GMT. We're doing a Premier League quiz on Sunday afternoon. Best seats are on the website, where you'll also find now on this day, and where you can donate to our charities and even to this little project. So anyway, enough of all my announcements. How you all doing? Are you all keeping okay? Are you looking after each other and yourselves and keeping safe? Well, if I have a role to play, I'll keep playing it. Okay, let's get going, shall we? Good, you're very welcome. Oh, the rules. The rules are dead simple. Obviously, no Googling, no cheating. And the golden rule, if you got all excited, no answers on the feed. So if you think you know the answer, you're playing for the first time, just scribble it down, share it with your nearest and dearest, near and far. Keep it to yourselves. And at the end of each round, post your scores, your team name and where you're from. There you go. Nothing could be simpler. So as I said, round one, 4x3, your off-road quiz. 3 famous ologies. What do these stand for? Famous ology number 1, hematology, is the study of what? Hematology. Your famous ology number 1, hematology. Study of what? Famous ology, hematology. Hey, Thunderbroads, my truly most international team. Let me know, Cora, where you're all tuning in from this evening. That would be great. Hematology. Famous ology number 2. Seismology. Is the study of what? Seismology. Is your famous ology number 2. Seismology. And your third and final ology, paleontology. Paleontology, study of what? Hematology? Seismology? Paleontology are your 3 famous ologies. Paleontology. Because everything's famous here at Vincent's Kitchen Quiz. We don't do obscure stuff. So Cora, the usual: Rome, DC, Longford and Dublin. Welcome, Thunderbroads. Washington, DC, Rome, Longford and Dublin. So there's your 3 ologies. 4, 5 and 6. 3 famous places. You get a clue and you figure out, loosely defined as a place. Your first famous kind of place, give me the name of the bank. This bank was founded in Frankfurt in 1998. To give you a hand, because I'm that sort of guy, president is Christine Lagarde. Name this bank. Founded in Frankfurt in 1998. President Christine Lagarde. Question 4. Hey Morris, Macrofelt, you're very welcome. Hey Alex, hey William, hey Tony, hey Martin, Fanula. Mairead, I'm keeping up with all the people watching. Thank you. So a bank. Frankfurt, 1998. Christine Lagarde. So that was a stretch in the old place. Well, Frankfurt's a place. Famous place number 2. Famous place number 2. The only surviving wonder of the ancient world. Of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the only surviving famous wonder of the ancient world is where? Number 5. Hey, Charlie, Rose, very welcome. And your famous place number 3. A famous town in African Mali. The country is Mali, on the southern edge of the Sahara. Give me this famous town in Mali on the southern edge of the Sahara Desert. Is your famous place number 3. A famous town in Mali, southern edge of the Sahara Desert. Is your famous place number 3. Okay, on your ologies, famous places, 7, 8 and 9. 3 famous bills. I tell a fib. There's actually 4 famous bills this evening. So 7, 8, 9 and 10. 4 famous bills. Famous bill number 1. Famous bill number 1 is Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton, prior to his presidency, served as governor of which US state? Is your famous bill number 1. Bill Clinton, prior to his presidency, served as governor of which US state? Is your famous bill number 1. US state, Bill Clinton, governor. Famous bill number 2. Famous bill number 2. William Frederick Cody. William Frederick Cody, born February 26, 1846. Who's that? William Frederick Cody. Famous bill number 2, born February 26, 1846. Is your famous bill number 2. So if you're on Facebook and YouTube, I encourage you to jump onto our website. We've got chat on this day, archive quizzes, donations, and lots more to come. Tricky bill number 3. Tricky bill number 3, a quizzy quiz question. Part of Fagin's gang, a malicious criminal, and the main antagonist in Charles Dickens' Oliver Twist. Is your tricky bill number 3, part of Fagin's gang, a malicious criminal, and main antagonist in Charles Dickens' Oliver Twist? Is your famous but tricky bill number 3. Fagin's gang, Oliver Twist, Quizzy Mind. Tricky bill, Quizzy. And your final But your bonus bill, 4 bills, your bonus bill this evening, President Thomas J. Whitmore, President, fictitious mind, Thomas J. Whitmore, the movie Independence Day, 1996. Who played Thomas J. Whitmore in Independence Day is your famous bill number 4. And don't worry if you're late tuning in on Facebook Live, YouTube, and preferably on our website. We'll do a full recap at the end of each round. We always do, with graphics. And then we do some French countries. So you get the French, the Francais, and you identify the respective countries. So watch out for my French. The countries, please, respectively. L'Écosse, L''ECOSSE, L'Écosse is your country in French, almost. Number 1, L'Écosse. The country, please, in French. L'Écosse. Country in French number 2. Country in French number 2. Identify the country from the Francais. Maroc. Maroc. M-A-H-O-C. Famous country in French. Badly. Number 2. Maroc. Severine Maduna, okay? Maroc. The country, please, in French, number 2. L'Écosse, Maroc. And country in French, number 3. Pays, Pays-Pas. Pays-Pas is your country in French number 3. Pays-Pas. P-A-Y-E dash B-A-S. Pays-Pas is your country in French number 3. I've been practicing all day. Badly. Here's your recap on round 1. So, let's recap on round 1. Your famous ologies, the study of what, respectively? Hematology, seismology, paleontology. A bank founded in Frankfurt in 1998, President Christine Lagarde. The only surviving wonder of the ancient world. A famous town in Mali on the southern edge of the Sahara. Bill Clinton served as governor of which state prior to his presidency. William Frederick Cody, born February 26, 1846. Who's that? Famous Bill number 3, your fictional character, part of Fagin's gang. A malicious criminal and main antagonist in Oliver Twist by Dickens. And your bonus bill, President Thomas J. Whitmore in Independence Day, the movie 1996, is your famous bill number 4. French names for country, l'Écosse, Maroc, and Les Pays-Bas. 3 countries in French. Thanks, Severine. I think I screwed up in a couple of them, but I thank you for your pronunciation class earlier. Après-midi. Okay, so tidy up. You've got 13 points available. You deserve more if you were able to figure out my dodgy pronunciation. But there, you have it in writing. So legally, I'm protected. I'm not wise. Okay, 13 points available in that first round. How'd you get on? Well, let's find out. And please share your scores and how well you're doing with your comrades on our kitchen quiz platform. Good luck, guys. Here we go. So hematology equals blood, seismology, earthquakes, paleontology, fossils or something like that. The European Central Bank, or the ECB, Christine Lagarde, Frankfurt 1998. The Great Pyramid at Giza is the only surviving wonder of the ancient world. And Timbuktu is your Mali town on the southern edge of the Sahara. Arkansas was Bill Clinton's state, governor of. Buffalo Bill, William Frederick Cody. And Bill Sykes is your Fagin's gang member, Oliver Twist. Bill Pullman is your fictional president of the US, President Thomas J. Whitmore. L'Écosse, Scotland, Maroc, Morocco, Les Pays-Bas. Well done if you got the Netherlands. So 13 points available. So everybody's scores are flying in. We've got 5 o'clock somewhere, lockdown, bargain mad, comfortably dumb, all in 13. Marty missed Bill Pullman, 12 out of 13. Also, Pete McKenzie, Home Aloners, but you're not home alone, are you? Birthday girl, 12 out of 13. Claire McJack on 11. Carnegie Collective, just getting going. They're just getting going. They're bad in the first round. They get great. Martin on 10. Lockdown Haircuts 13. Home Aloners on 12. Karina on 12. Shamrock Solitude on 13. And Paul on 12. Keep sharing your scores and who you are. Fandabadozy. Round 2. Your favourite of this round. Your well done, Billy and Connor Frogs on 11. Your connections. So, for those of you tuning in for the first time, well done, Vanessa on 11. For those of you tuning in for the first time, you're especially welcome. Your connections round are carefully prepared. You've got 12 connections, 3 bits of rather random information, and you join the dots and figure out what connects. So, good luck. Good luck with your quizzy quiz for Quizzers Quiz Connections. So here we go. Connection number one. What connects? What connects a cross-channel port with some chalk cliffs with a prized fish food, or a prized food fish, should I say. A prized food fish with chalk cliffs and a cross-channel port is your what connects number one. Cross-channel port, chalk cliffs, and a prized food fish is your what connects number one. What connects number two? What connects a playing card with a Jim Carrey movie with a tennis point? A tennis point, a Jim Carrey movie, and a playing card is your what connects number two. Playing card, Jim Carrey movie, tennis point. What connects? What connects number three? What connects? An American jeans brand with a spaghetti westerns and Cork City, spaghetti westerns, and an American jeans brand is your what connects number three. American jeans brand, spaghetti westerns, and Cork City. Tricky number four. Your connection number four. Tricky. I've warned you. What connects an ancient city in southern Greece with a Czech multi-sports club out of Prague with the small town in the movie In the Heat of the Night? Now there's a connection. The small town in the movie In the Heat of the Night, an ancient city in southern Greece, and a Czech, famous Czech, mind you, multi-sports club out of Prague is your tricky, almost a million points connection number four. Okay. Czech sports club out of Prague, In the Heat of the Night, obscure. Ancient city in southern Greece. What connects number five? What connects a television episode used to sell an entire series with a Scottish 70s band who had a hit, well, January, with flying an aircraft? So flying an aircraft, a 70s Scottish band hit January with a television episode that would be used to launch an entire series is your What connects? Number 5. Maybe not 1,000,000, but maybe 100,000, Marty. Yep. It's up there. I catch your drift. January. What connects? Number 6. What connects a car park with a Polish airline carrier with a patriarch in the book of Genesis? Say that again. A patriarch in the book of Genesis with a Polish airline carrier with a car park is your rather weird connection. Number 6. Patriarch, book of Genesis, car park, Polish airline. We're getting no wiser here. Connection number 7. Excuse me. Connection number 7. What connects the common name for New World vultures, with a golf score 4 under par on a hole, with I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail? Yes, I would. Okay, I think this is pushing 1,000,000 points. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would. With a golf score, officially 4 under par on a hole, with the common name for New World vultures. Yep. More than 100,000, maybe not quite 1,000,000. By the way, for those of you tuning in for the first time, 1,000,000 points are reserved for questions that I think nobody in their right mind deserves to get. So this one is somewhere between Marty's 100,000 and 1,000,000. On the side, mind. New World vultures, 4 under par on a hole. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would. If I only could. What's he talking about? Or a hammer and a nail. Welcome to the madhouse. Connection number 8. What connects a polymerized material with a colloquial term for a credit card with a John Lennon and Yoko Ono collaboration? So John Lennon, Yoko Ono collaboration, colloquial term for a credit card with a polymerized material is your what connects? Number 8. Polymerized material, John Lennon, Yoko Ono collaboration, a colloquial term for a credit card. Is your what connects? Number 8. What connects? Number 9. What connects the following 3? An American author born 1889, an Anglo-Irish explorer born 1874, and the father of nuclear physics born New Zealand 1871. So all these people were born, coincidentally, you might say, in the late 19th century. Your American author born 1889, your Anglo-Irish explorer born 1874, and the father of nuclear physics, born New Zealand in 1871. What connects? Connections are tricky this evening. Spent longer in the oven, I suggest. What connects number 10? What connects Cockles and Muscles? Cockles and Muscles. Andy's younger sister in Toy Story, and Leopold Bloom's wife in James Joyce's Ulysses. So, I recap. Leopold Bloom's wife in Joyce's Ulysses, Cockles and Muscles, and Andy's younger sister in Toy Story is your what connects number 10. Your penultimate but one connection. Connection number 11. What connects? I think I've done this one before now that I do it. But sure, if you knew it first time round, you'll know it second time round. Some weeks back, I think. What connects the polar bear capital of the world on Hudson Bay? The polar bear capital of the world on Hudson Bay with the Kentucky Derby with a British statesman born 1874. A very famous British statesman born 1874. The polar bear capital of the world on Hudson Bay and the Kentucky Derby is your what connects number 11. Good scoring, Gemma. Days like this tomorrow. I will, Martina. And your final connection in your quizzy quiz for Quizzers quiz as we approach the halfway point, the commercial break without a commercial. Your final connection. What connects Charlie Parker, a famous jazz saxophonist, the Boston Celtics NBA great, and a famous retired cricketing umpire? What connects a famous retired cricketing umpire, a Boston Celtics NBA great, Charlie Parker, a famous jazz saxophonist, is your what connects number 12. Charlie Parker, Boston Celtics NBA great, and a famous retired cricketing umpire. Here you go. Let's recap on your connections in writing. So what connects your cross-channel port with Chalk Cliffs, a prized food fish, your playing card, a Jim Carrey movie and character, a tennis point, an American jeans brand, the spaghetti westerns and the city of Cork, an ancient city-state in southern Greece, even a Czech multi-sports club out of Prague, and the small town in the heat of the night. A television episode used to sell a series, a Scottish 70s pop group who had a hit called January, and flying an aircraft. A car park, a Polish airline carrier, a patriarch in the book of Genesis, common name for New World vultures, a golf score of 4 strokes under par, with I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Yes, I would. A polymerized material, a colloquial term for a credit card, and a John Lennon and Yoko Ono collaboration. What connects? An American author born 1889 with an Anglo-Irish explorer born 1874 with the father of nuclear physics born in New Zealand 1871. Cockles and Mussels, Andy's younger sister in Toy Story, Leopold Bloom's wife in James Joyce's Ulysses, and the polar bear capital of the world in Hudson Bay with the Kentucky Derby and a British statesman born 1874. Charlie Parker, a Boston Celtics NBA great and a famous retired cricketing umpire. There are your connections. So tidy those up. So you had 13 points in your first round. You have 12 potential points in your tricky connections round. So your aggregate cumulative thus far is 25. How did you get on? Well, sure. Let's find out. Good luck. So your connections, your cross-channel port, Chalk Cliffs, Dover Soul, Dover, Ace Ventura, Ace Card, Ace as in tennis, Lee Van Cleef, Lee as in jeans, Lee as in Cork City River, Sparta as in Sparta, Prague as in Sparta in the heat of the night, Sydney Poitiers, and the ancient city-state in southern Greece. Well done, anybody who got Sparta. Pilot, January, flying an aircraft and a television episode to sell an entire series. Lot, your car park, your Polish airline carrier, and of course the patriarch in the book of Genesis, Condor, El Condor Pasa, off bridge over troubled water. I'd rather be a sparrow than a snail. Well done, anybody who got Condor, they be below an albatross as a golf score of 4 under par, and your vultures. Plastic Ono Band, Plastic, Ernest Hemingway, Ernest Shackleton, Ernest Rutherford, Ernest, Molly Malone, Molly Davis, Andy's younger sister, Molly Bloom, Churchill, Winston Churchill, down, Charlie Parker, Bird, Larry Bird, Dickie Bird. So there were your out of 25. Let me know, and the scores are coming in thick and fast on our metaphorical teleprinters. Bargain Mad maxing out on 25. So too are nobody else on 25, but scores. Carnegie 20, Mac Jacks 22. Lockdown Haircuts, well done Joanne on 24. Paddy maxing out on 25. Pete, Good Indian, 24 out of 25. 23, Marty. 24, 5 o'clock somewhere. 22, well done Morris. Houston, no problem, 22. Karina, excellent, 23. Frogs, well done, 21. Sandra, Shamrock, 25. Sandbaggers, 23. Fantastic scoring. Be great when we get leaderboards up on our website. That's the plan. Well done, Paul. So excellent scoring, guys. You're getting smarter by the week. Round 3 is your picture round. We've got 3 car logos to begin with. So and Finn's Fulls. Well done, Edwina on 25. Cora 24. Kaiser's Crew 24. Gemma on 22. It's tight at the top. All to play for. All to play for. 3 car logos. Identify the car brands from these. Good luck. 12 images, but 13 points. Pay attention. 3 car brands. Number 1. Good luck. tricky car brand number 2 and 3. Car brand, please. Good luck. Car brand number 3. Good luck. You'll need it. So after your 3 car brands, we do three tricky flags. The countries, please. Flag number 1. Tricky mind. 3 flags, 3 countries. Identify the countries. Good luck. Flag number 2. The country. Tricky. And flag number 3. Good luck. The country, please. So after your 3 car brands, your 3 countries from the flags, we've got 3 American politicians. Very relevant. Very relevant. 3 American politicians. Number 1. Who's this? Number 2. Who's this? And finally, number 3. Who's this? And then we finish with 3 slides, 3 cartoon characters, nay, 4. 4 cartoon characters. Number 1, who's this? Who's this? And 2 points for these characters. Who are this pair? Okay, so let's do a quick fly through your 3 car brands. Your 3 flags, 3 countries, please. Your 3 American politicians. And we finished with 3 cartoon images, but 4 characters. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, awesome. So tidy up your answers. You have 13 points available in that round, which would take you up to aggregate cumulative potential max of 38. Here's your 13 answers. In fact, there's only 12, so we had to add 1 at the end, but that's okay. 13 points available. Good luck. Here you go. How'd you get on? Let's find out. So did you get Subaru? Did you get Chrysler? Did you get Daihatsu? Did you figure out the 3 tricky flags? They were hard. Austria, Ukraine, and particularly Albania, I suggest. Did you figure out masked Mike Pence, John McCain, and an old photo of Al Gore, olive oil, Charlie Brown, Dick Dastardly, and Muttley? I couldn't quite figure out how to add Muttley to that. So Dick Dastardly plus Muttley gives you 13 potential points in that round, would take you up to 38, guys. So out of 38, how are you getting on as we go into our final round? On this quiz for Quizzers Evening afternoon, the 15th of January, where it's all getting weirder and weirder. So post your scores. Well done, Douglas Clan, 30. Lockdown Haircuts on 36, Thunder Broads on 37. The scoring is magnificent, as you are. And do gravitate to the website where we can all participate. Tomorrow evening, promo time, we have our party quiz. Edwina on 37, 5 o'clock somewhere on 35, Carnegie on 30, great scoring. Cashies in the Doll, 33, Houston, no problem on 34, and Marty, full house there, 36 out of 38, Paul on 32, Bargain Mad on 37. Keep those scores flooding in. Party quiz. So it's a bit more entertainment-y, movies, TV, definitely some tunes, but some quizzy stuff, mind. And then afterwards, after a 5-minute interlude on our website, we'll do Fastest Finger. Name that tune. Sure, what else would we be doing? And it's a great way to connect with people nearest and dearest that we cannot be with. Well, I think so. Your final round. We've got 3 Roman Empire people, 3 famous fourths, 3 famous 70s events, and 3 famous beginning with L's that you don't know how many points are up for grabs. Eurowalls 35, Frogs 31, Kaiser's Crew 34, Barking Mad 37, Let's Get Quizzical 34, and Karina on 34. Fantastic. And thanks for hopping across painlessly to our website, and keep donating. Let's bust £2,000. Let's keep this project going for our charities and our project where we can all share in something. Oh, and subscribe to YouTube. Even though I'm telling you to go to the website, subscribe. Just subscribe. It's free, and if we get to 1,000, then we can start generating revenue for our website. So there you go. Just go and click on subscribe on YouTube, even though you're watching on the website, which I've asked you to, and you're doing. And Sandbaggers on 35. Jerry, well done. 3 Roman Empire people for 3 points. Final round. Thanks for tuning in. 3 Roman Empire people. Famous Roman Empire people. 1. An emperor. Famous for fortifications across northern England. Is your famous Roman Empire people person number 1? An emperor. Famous for fortifications across northern England. Is your famous Roman emperor number 1? Famous Roman Empire person number 2. He summarised his Asia Minor campaign as Veni Vidi Vici. Veni Vidi Vici is your Roman emperor who summarised his Asia Minor campaign. Veni Vidi Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. Who was that Roman person 2? And famous Roman Empire person number 3. The gladiator who led the slave revolt is your famous Roman Empire person number 3. 73 BC, the gladiator who led the slave revolt is your famous Roman Empire person 3. So, northern fortifications, northern England, Asia Minor, Veni Vidi Vici, slave revolt, 73 BC. 4, 5, and 6 in your final round. Famous fourths. Famous fourths. Famous fourth number 1. First 2 are okay. Third fourth is definitely quizzy. Excluding FDR, Franklin D. Roosevelt, who was the 4th president of the US after World War II, excluding FDR, excluding Roosevelt, who was the fourth US president after World War II, excluding Roosevelt. Fourth US president after World War II. Is your famous fourth number one? Put scoring sandbaggers on 35. So after FDR, fourth US president after World War II. Famous fourth, number two. Famous fourth, number two. The fourth letter of the Greek alphabet. The fourth letter of the Greek alphabet is your famous fourth, number two. And I did warn you, your tricky fourth, number three. Famous fourth, number three. The fourth most populous country in the world. The fourth most populous country in the world is where? Is your famous but tricky fourth, number three. The fourth most populous country in the world. Now that'll test you. I'll leave that one with you for a few moments. No Googling. One, two, three. Tricky. Okay. Did you agree to disagree? Or disagree to agree? Your next three, 70s events. All of these events were related to the 70s. 70s events, number one. Your Chilean president, overthrown in a military coup by Augusto Pinochet in 1973. I'm looking for your Chilean president, overthrown in a military coup by Augusto Pinochet. Your year was 1973. Is your event famous from the 70s, number one? Chilean president, overthrown in a military coup by Augusto Pinochet. 70s event number two. The country that seceded from Pakistan in 1971. The country that seceded from Pakistan in 1971 is your famous 70s event number two. And your third and final 70s event, the exiled cleric that returned to Iran in 1979 and became leader for life. Give me the exiled cleric that returned to Iran in 1979. Is your 70s event number three? See the stuff you learn here. Your exiled cleric. And your final three, but you don't know how many points are available. Isn't that correct? Your L's. So your final three, everything begins with an L, but you don't know how many. It's nasty of me, wasn't it? Okay, so we've got European. I'm going to give them all to you, so jot these down. Everything begins with an L, but you don't know how many. European countries beginning with L. L. Formula One World Drivers' Champions ever beginning with L. Lollipop. And your tricky beginning with L. Since 1960, Best Actors Academy Award winners, so Academy Award winners who've won the Best Actor Award since 1960, beginning with the surname beginning with the initial L, excluding, to avoid controversy, please exclude Daniel Day-Lewis, just for the purposes of clarity. So excluding Daniel Day-Lewis, Best Actor Award in the Academy Awards, beginning with L since 1960, Formula One Drivers' Champions, ever, initial L, and European countries that begin with the initial L. So, good luck. Everything begins with an L. European countries. Formula One Drivers' Champions. World Drivers' Champions. And Best Actor Awards, surname, since 1960. Tricky. Surname beginning with L. And you don't know how many there are. You're in the dark. I'll leave those three with you for a few moments. So that's European countries, initial L. Formula One World Drivers' Champions at the end of each season, beginning with the surname, initial L. And your Academy Award winners for Best Actor since 1960, excluding Daniel Day-Lewis, beginning with the surname beginning with an L. Scribble away. So there you've got a full recap on your final round. Your Roman Empire people, your emperor who gave his name to a line, shucks, didn't leave a gap between two and a, of fortifications across northern England, summarised his Asia Minor campaign as Veni Vidi Vici. I saw a conquered gladiator who led the slave revolt in 73 BC. Your fourth US president after World War II, excluding Roosevelt. Your fourth letter in the Greek alphabet. Your tricky fourth, the fourth most populous country in the world. Where on earth, of course it's on earth, would that be? Your famous 70s events. Your Chilean president overthrown in a military coup by Augusto Pinochet in 73. the country that seceded from Pakistan in 71, and the exiled cleric who returned to Iran in 79. And then my rather devious, famous beginning with L, European countries. Formula One World Drivers' Champions. And since 1960, excluding Daniel Day-Lewis, Best Actor Academy Award winners, surname beginning with L. And you don't know how many's in that last batch of L's. That's not very fair of me. Okay, guys, tidy up your final round. Here we go. Good luck. I'm rooting for you. Here's your answers to your final round. Put you out of your misery. Here we go. So we had Hadrian, Veni Vidi Vici, Julius Caesar, Spartacus. Lyndon B. Johnson was your fourth. After Harry S. Truman, Eisenhower and JFK, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, then we had Delta, China 1.394 billion, India 1.325 billion, USA 330 million, and Indonesia. Well done anybody who got Indonesia as the fourth most populous country in the world. Salvador Allende, Bangladesh, and the Ayatollah Khomeini. You're beginning with L. 4 European countries: Latvia, Liechtenstein, Lithuania, and Luxembourg. Niki Lauda, he was World Drivers' Champion 3 times, 75, 77, and 84. And you're really tricky. If anybody got those last two, hats off. Hats off. Pour yourself a drink. I know it's only Friday. Have another one. Burt Lancaster and Jack Lemmon. That was really tricky. So, in total, in that last round, you potentially could have scored 16 points, giving you a grand total of 54 on our definitely quizzy quiz for Quizzers Quiz this evening. So out of 54, post your team names and your scores. Not that it matters a jot, other than just bargain mad 51. That is excellent scoring out of 54. That is superb. Keep those scores coming. Burt Lancaster, Jack Lemmon, anybody who get any of those two, flipping well done. I wouldn't have got it. So thank you for tuning in. Kaiser's Crew, keep on 40. Keep those scores flooding in. Keep liking and sharing on Facebook. Keep subscribing to YouTube. It's all free. Go to our website. Yeah, it's a good place to be, and particularly tomorrow evening. Cashies 45. Well done, Desi. And you're fantastic. And keep donating to those charities and our own platform, because it's our own community. Not about me, it's about us. So thank you guys. Look after yourselves. Look after yourselves. Well done, Sandbaggers 49, Carnegie 42. Tricky. It was tricky. And tomorrow evening we'll do our party quiz with our after party on the website. Fastest Finger, name that tune. It's the best night in. And then on Sunday afternoon, we'll do a Premier League quiz. Yeah, our first ever. 3 o'clock. Before, I think there's a couple of teams playing at 4 or 4:30. So we'll do a Premier League quiz. So awesome, guys. Take care. Love you all. Look after yourselves. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. That's what it's all about. And donate to our charities. Thank you. Let's bust £2,000 this weekend. Thank you so much for your time and your encouragement. Adios.